6 going on 22 here, and I am on my way to Gadsden, Alabama. Now, Gadsden's about an hour, a little over an hour away drive for me, but they have what is called a Gadsden Collector Con going on today. I never seen this con before. I know that, shout out to Bite Size Geek. He has seen it, and he's actually done filming there. He did from the last one, so that has piqued more of my interest. They're supposed to have like toys and comics and like just like all kinds of pop culture stuff. So excited to see what may be there, and hopefully pick up some comic books, at least some comic books. So join me. Let's go check it out. is a wrap on the con today. Let's go back home. It's hot as balls in there, by the way. Let's go back home and let's show off the actual haul. I got a pretty big stack of comic books. So yeah, let's go take a look and see what I actually got. I'm back and I've rebagged, I've reboarded, so I think we're good to go now to show. Now it's been a little over a week since the con, and some of the stack has changed, but we'll go over that as we're doing the pile here. Most everything is $2 or less. If it's a little over, whatever the case is, I'll let you know, but pretty much all of it's $2 and under. $2 and $1 books. And I've got it separated into two piles. One is like a fun the hobby flip kind of pile, and then another one is like a PC pile. So let's go over the flip pile first and talk about those. The first book up is this West Coast Avengers #1. Now, this is the first solo title for the West Coast Avengers. I think it's the first appearance of the West Coast Avengers as well. If I remember correctly, this book had popped off big time with rumors that we may get a West Coast Avengers thing from Marvel. I don't necessarily think that we're going to get that anytime soon, at least. However, I think it's still maybe a possibility in the future that we get that. And the biggest factor was I have 2, 3, and 4 of this limited series. So now I have a complete limited series to be able to sell as a bundle. And I think that is where the deal really is at. Again, this was a $2 book. Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man #120. Picked this up because it was a newsstand copy of that Marvel 25th anniversary border, and I usually pick these up, especially when I can pick them up for $1, $2, whatever the case is. It doesn't matter what the character is. It's people collect these border things, and I feel like they're a good book to try and flip or turn over, have fun the hobby or whatever. Here is Gwenpool #12. As well as Gwenpool #13. These I picked them up because I feel like as Gwenpool went on, the print got lower and lower. And when I found 2 of them in consecutive orders for $1 a piece, I thought, you know what? This may be one of those things where like it becomes hot because either she's on Rivals or something else, and then people want to start getting that series because it's a pretty low count. Like, I think it's 25 or 32 issues in that run, and so people may actually try to get that run of Gwenpool. Regardless, I have $2 invested. It's fine either way. Amazing Spider-Man #257. This features the first appearance of Ned Leeds as the Hobgoblin, so I thought that was pretty cool. This was spec'd on with No Way Home, and everybody was like, oh, that could be Ned in the hood and all this other kind of jazz, and it turned out it wasn't. It was the regular Norman Osborn. However, considering where we're at now in the MCU, and it looks like our Tom Holland Peter Parker Spider-Man may be getting the black suit, like, Ned doesn't know Peter. Could they jive the same, or do you think there's going to be a beef there? I think we're going to get like a love triangle kind of thing between Ned and MJ and Peter. I think that's what's going to happen, and I think that could actually lead Ned to becoming the Hobgoblin. We'll see, though. We'll see. Amazing Spider-Man #265. Now, this features the first appearance of Silver Sable, another hot book, especially around Craven. That was rumored that she was going to be part, like, come in or be a teaser or something like that. I haven't seen the movie. I haven't heard any news of Sable or anything like that. I know with how Sony is right now, like, Silver Sable is not really being talked about, and they're not doing movies for the villains anymore. At least that was the last thing that I heard. But I still think that there's a place for Silver Sable. Plus, it's a Spider-Man key. I think this has got value. Like, when it comes to Spider-Man keys, I think they got value. I think they're always going to have value. It's just, he's one of those characters. Like, whether you hate him or love him, he's just one of those characters where people are going to want those keys. They're going to be popular and people are going to want to get them. Same goes for this character right here. This is Miles Morales Spider-Man #1. Now, this was a cool variant, and I've got like 2 through 6 or something like that. I can't remember exactly. but I did not have a number 1 to go with that run, and I do intend on selling it, and thought this would complement what I had rather nicely. This was a like $3.50 book, but I felt like the cover price was around $5 for this, so it was still under cover price. I think it's a good pickup. Homage Studios Swimsuit Issue, number 1. Now I got not one but 2 copies of this at one booth. They were $1 a piece. This features the first interior artwork of not only Brett Booth, who's got a popular variant out right now for Spawn, but it also has the first interior artwork of J. Scott Campbell. I've got a couple of issues of Gen 13 number 1, which is his first cover artwork done on comic books. I think I'm going to pair these up with those and see if I can turn them over like that. Fantastic Four number 281. I don't know if I'm right in this or not, so I'm just taking a stab at it. I couldn't find any information anywhere, but 280 is the first appearance of Sue Storm as Malice. So I'm led to believe this is the first cover appearance of Malice. Looks like this book kind of popped off a little bit whenever that character's skin came available in Marvel Rivals. So maybe if I can get this listed fast enough, I might be able to turn this over and make a little bit of money on it. Daredevil number 111. Now this is a variant cover, but it is the first appearance of Lady Bullseye in comic books. This character showed up in the Hit Monkey cartoon series. I don't think that that's going to be anything anytime soon. I don't think they're going to incorporate that into the MCU or anything along those lines. I could be wrong eventually, but I don't see that anytime soon happening. I believe we're supposed to be getting Daredevil in, well, of course, in the Daredevil series. I believe we're supposed to be getting Bullseye, though, in the Daredevil series. I don't think that'll lead to a Lady Bullseye, but this book still holds value just being the first appearance of Lady Bullseye. So, Infinite Crisis number 3. This features the first appearance of Jaime Reyes, not as the Blue Beetle, the third Blue Beetle anyways, but just him as a character. So this was a really, really nice, clean looking copy, and I didn't have a nice, clean looking copy. So I'm glad I got this one. Whether this gets flipped or it goes in the PC, I don't know, but it was $2, so it was a really, really good pickup. At the same booth as that Infinite Crisis number 3, there was also one book that I wish I'd gotten video of it. I really do, because it was like this booth had one box of comics, and in that box, like sitting front and center, was this book right here. That is Hulk number 1. Now, I saw that and immediately had to walk over to it. It had a price tag of $20 on it. I looked at it over, and it looked really, really good. I have gone ahead and I have turned this book over. That's why I have it to show it. I went ahead and immediately listed it on eBay, and I listed it on eBay Saturday night, if I remember right. By Monday morning, that book sold for $60 plus shipping. So that book is on its way to its new home. Thank you so much for the person that bought it. I greatly appreciate it, and I will turn that money into another book that I would like more. On to the PC books. Again, these are all going to be $2 to $1 books, unless, otherwise, and I'll say when it's going to be something different than that $1 or $2. And this first one up is a $3 book. This is Sleigh Bells by Bad Idea. This is a one-shot comic. I've read a very tiny amount of it, and so far what I can tell is Santa Claus reindeer get just massacred by some hunters, and we'll go from there. I like I said, I haven't read the rest of it. I don't necessarily want to spoil it. We're talking about reading this for the podcast as our Christmas special, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, when I had an opportunity, they had a stack of them. I think you saw it in the footage. And the lady said, hey, $3 and you can have it. And I was like, alright, cool, that'll be good. Ultraman number 1. Now, for some reason, I didn't think I had this Ultraman book. However, I absolutely do have this Ultraman book. And so,
Now I have 2 copies of this, and it's not even his first appearance. Like, I don't even have his first appearance yet, so I'm kind of bothered that I picked up this book again. I didn't even check it in CLZ. I should have, and I didn't. So, reminder, check your CLZ before you buy stuff. Brave and the Bold, number 190. Now, instead of going after, like, Batman Volume 1 or other Batman volumes, I decided I would go after Brave and the Bold. There's a lot of Batman issues in that, and I think they're really cool, and I think they're overlooked books. So I like the idea of them teaming up and stuff. That's pretty cool. So I've been grabbing these Brave and the Bold books to try and get a run together of that, and this was just one of the ones that I've been missing. Fist of Khonshu, number 5. Honestly, I'm not really sure why I bought this. This was a $1 book. I think what turned me on to it was he had, instead of the moon, the crescent moon symbol on his chest, he has this Egyptian cross deal on his chest. I thought that was interesting and different. I don't remember seeing him with that ever before. I did look this up. This is like a 6-issue run. So this may be something that I actually get. This may be something that I actually buy. I want to say that Arthur Harrow's first appearance is in the 2nd issue of this run. And that should be like a really cheap book now, especially since Arthur Harrow's just, I think he's dead. I think he's gone. So I may pick this up with 6 issues. That's extremely doable. A Moon Knight run that I absolutely am picking up is this one right here from Jed MacKay. Here's Moon Knight number 9, as well as number 16. Again, more $1, $2 books. These I went ahead and picked up. Like, even though I probably would have gotten them in a dollar sale on mycomicshop.com, I still would have wound up having to pay shipping and tax and things like that. It came out close to $2 for the book regardless, and I'm not guaranteed that it's ever going to be in the dollar bin. So I went ahead and grabbed these. I think this one was $1, but this one was $2. And so I'm good with that. I'm good with that. But excited to be putting this Moon Knight run together. Excited to read this Jed MacKay. I probably just need to pick it up and just start reading it. See if I even really like it. Make it worth like doing the run. But, you know, do things backwards. That's what I've been doing lately, apparently. Just like this one right here. This is Strange number 8. This was a $1 book. And again, Jed MacKay on the writing. The one stuff I have read of that Moon Knight series, I have enjoyed. I just haven't read a lot of it. And I read the Doctor Strange run from beginning to end, and it was fantastic. Absolutely, positively fantastic. Loved it. So I wanted to get the Strange run where he had Clea as the Sorceress Supreme right before that. So this is a pretty short run, but it's been hard to find these issues out there. This one was a straight up cover by The Punisher official movie adaptation number 3. I believe this is Thomas Jane who played the Punisher. John Travolta played the villain in this movie as well. This was a fantastic Punisher movie. Absolutely loved it. I wish, like, whenever I was talking about a new Punisher, I was hoping Thomas Jane would come back. Go check out on YouTube if you hadn't seen it already. It's I believe it's a video called Laundry Day or something to that effect. I'll put a link down in the description below to that video. But it's a short Thomas Jane, like, Punisher sequel, whatever, little movie thing. It's really, really good though. And yeah, I really enjoy I hope we get to see him in Secret Wars. That'd be really cool to see him again as the Punisher. Don't get me wrong, I like John Bernthal as the Punisher, and I like him, you know, he's a younger version of the Punisher. I guess younger version of the Punisher. But man, this Thomas Jane, he was good. He was really good. I wish they brought him back for Warzone too. That'd have been really cool. Another cover by with this Iron Man 2020 number 5. I have not looked up the cover artist for this, but this looks like Esad Ribic artwork. Maybe I'm wrong, but this looks a lot like it, and that's why I went ahead and picked it up. One of my top 5 favorite artists, and if it's not, I definitely need to figure out who this is, because it resembles one of the artists that I really, really enjoy. So I'll have it here somewhere at the bottom to confirm if it's Esad or not. It's either Esad or Simone Bianchi, but I'm pretty sure it's Esad. What is a haul without some fried pie variants? Check out this The Mighty Thor number 700. Inyat Lee artwork on the cover, just fantastic. Of course, fried pies when I can get them for $1, $2. I gotta grab them. They're getting more scarce. I can't find them, so, and I like to give these away. One that I did not have was this Deadpool annual number 1. Rob Liefeld cover for the fried pie variant. Pretty big win right there, I say so. If I ever get a chance to meet Rob Liefeld, to get something, like, I'm not even a big Rob Liefeld fan, but to have a fried pie of his artwork done, signed, that'd be pretty cool. I'll probably do that. I don't know who the artist is, but this is Rocket Raccoon number 1. Another one that I did not have, so glad to pick this up and put it in the PC. Another cover by. Recently I've decided that I kind of want, there's a lot of homages to Tales of Suspense number 35 for different superheroes. I don't know, it's kind of weird. So I've decided, I'm like, I want to start picking up those homages. I think that's pretty cool, and it'd be cool to have. So pick this up. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 259. With the homage to Tales of Suspense 39. This is also a key. I think this is the origin. Yeah, the untold true story of Mary Jane Watson. So, cool origin story right there, or some key to Mary Jane. Now I have to ask the question, though. Is Spider-Man's favorite hero Iron Man? Because we've got the homage here. And then in the MCU, Peter Parker looks up to Tony Stark. So, is Spider-Man's favorite superhero Iron Man? This one is this one's beat up. This is incomplete, but for $2, I think it was well worth it, and it'll be in my PC, and I can read it, and I think it'd be pretty cool. This is also kind of a short run as well, so I may actually try to get this. There's this issue, and then another one that's a really big one. Anyways, Iron Fist number 1. Like I said, this is a beat-up copy. The Marvel value stamp is gone, so it is incomplete. But that won't keep somebody from reading it. So, I still thought this was a solid pickup for $2. It's key for Iron Fist, and just a cool book to have. Let me know down in the comments below, what was your favorite pickup that I got. Let me know if you're around town as well. Do you ever go to the Gadsden Collector Con? It was awesome. It was a fantastic con. Lots of booths, lots of vendors. There's a good bit of comic books there as well. You saw in the video that they had Tyler Mane as a special guest doing autographs as well. He's known for Sabretooth in the original X-Men movie, as well as Michael Myers in the Rob Zombie Halloween. I really wanted to get a Halloween movie poster and have him sign it, but I couldn't get one in time. I never found the one that I liked. It was a whole thing, and I wanted an original. I didn't want a reprint. So, but now I'm kind of aggravated because 2 days ago I thought about it and I was like, Ray Park came last year. If I got an X-Men poster, an original X-Men poster, I could have had Ray Park sign it, and then I'd had Tyler Mane sign it, and I'd have 2 actors from that one movie. That would have been really cool, but oh well. Hindsight is 2020. Definitely, if you're in the area, you should definitely check out the Gadsden Collector Con. It's coming in July. It is like, it's a little con, but man, it's done really, really well. Lots of cool vendors. Prices are pretty good. It's worth it. It was $5 admission, $10 if you wanted to get in an hour early. Like, I can't say enough good things about it. Like, I will go to the Gadsden Collector Con well before I'll go to Iron City Comic Con or Alabama Comic Con. And I don't mean to, like, kind of poo-poo on those cons, but they call themselves comic cons, and there's, like, never really any comics there at those places. Like, it's very, very small amounts of comics. So, and you're paying, $25, $30, $40 to get in those because they're at the BJCC, whereas this one was just at like a little convention center in Gadsden. It was well done. It was very well done. I cannot give it enough praise. I'm debating going and selling at the next one. We'll see. It just depends on if I can get some help to go with me, because the more I got thinking about it, I was like, I can't do potty breaks if I'm doing this by myself. So that may be an issue. That may be a problem. But yeah, I'm excited. Nonetheless, I'll either be there as a seller, or I'll be there walking the floor, like picking up some stuff again, because it was fantastic. Good on y'all. Appreciate y'all. If y'all are watching, thank y'all so much for hosting that. Thank y'all so much for organizing that, putting it together. Y'all did a bang up job. I can't say enough good things about it. It was awesome, and I'm ready to go back to another one. So, like I said, down in the comments, let me know below what was your favorite pickup of mine. Let me know if I got any good deals, or if there's anything that I missed, as I'm flipping through the Batman and stuff like that. Let me know what I missed. YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this nerdy content over here, so go give it a watch if you want to do some more binge nerd watching. Check me out on Instagram, eBay Shortbox, 22_comics, as well as the Comically Comics podcast. All podcatchers on Mondays, new episodes. Thank y'all again so much for watching, and as always, y'all have a good one.